Recording. It's on. Good morning, Marzena. How are you
Hello,
doing
Christian.
today?
I'm very good today. I'm celebrating my birthday, so it's a very good day to meet with you.
Thank you for giving me a bit of your birthday today to have another coaching session. But since we closed the cycle, the last time we spoke on April 9, so 3 weeks ago, we had 6 sessions, and we started roughly the beginning of this year in early January, if I recall. And I want to ask you how was this period from January to April? So about 3 months. What has happened for you in these 3 months that you can attribute to the coaching?
So I think there is a few stuff which are very meaningful for me, which which I accomplished thanks to you. First of all, I was guided to take a look deep inside me, and I could discover that actually what are my beliefs, what are my emotions, and how healthy I am. So today, for example, I am aware of that I can be super grateful for very, very healthy body. And I didn't appreciate that or look at this before.
Mhm.
And one of the funny stuff is when you were asking me questions and asking how it feels in my body, I discovered that I had a kind of heavy shoulders, that there was kind of a pain. And I had my options to deal with that, like going for a massage from time to time. But once I focused on that and discovered that I had a heavy shoulders, um, it just disappeared.
What?
Like when I gave it the attention to this part of my body and was, yeah, it just disappeared, and I still don't have it. So I have a light body, which I'm very grateful for.
So just to understand a bit better, Marzina, for how long did you feel that heaviness in your shoulders?
For a few years, I don't know, maybe even more than few years, but I didn't pay attention that much. But at least for 3 years, I am aware that I had kind of heavy shoulders, like I was walking with heavy backpack, which was
Without
invisible.
without having a
Yeah.
backpack, you felt really tight and heavy shoulders.
Yes.
And you say that just by giving it a bit of attention in the session,
Uh,
it
yeah.
started to disappear, to vanish?
I think that first I recognized that I have it. And I was even joking a bit that maybe good to have it because it keeps me grounded.
I
But
remember that.
when,
I remember you mentioned that, yes.
yeah, so I started accepting that and finding a use of having heavy shoulders, uh, that I can be grounded. However, after discovering that it's kind of there, I don't know, it just disappeared.
Okay, this is really surprising to notice that, to know that just by giving attention to something that was bothering us, but we didn't give attention, it it was the needed attention for it to go away. That's very strange and surprising for me. I never heard anything like this, honestly.
Maybe
So
also
thank you for sharing.
accepting, maybe also accepting and inviting it to be with me. And when I wanted it to be with me, it stopped wanting to be with me.
Okay, okay. So, and how was this process for you? So the 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 framework we used was the Midas Touch, which is in the analyzing the your current situation with starting with thoughts, emotions, and then the body sensations, then the behaviors, and then even a more holistic approach with the spirit and the soul, and then flipping the coin to the other side, defining what you want and doing a similar analysis. How was this process for you?
It was very helpful because I believe you need to know where you are, and actually knowing what type of thoughts you have, what type of stories you say to yourself on daily basis, or what emotions and feeling and sensation you experience. It's, in my view, crucial to go and figure out in which direction to go. So I found that I personally have a lot of, I'm kind of resourceful, and there is a
Mhm.
lot of stuff on my side. So I can happily move and start approaching and taking actions towards what I really want in my life. And before we started working, I felt like I was a person who is floating in the sea of opportunities.
Mhm.
And yes, there were a lot of opportunities in my life, but I am in the place where I would like to personally choose which opportunities I want to invite to my life, not like take any opportunity. So now I know that I clarify, thanks to working with you, what I really want. I'm still like in the sea of opportunities, but I'm captain of my ship.
Ah, okay. So and before, how did you feel in your ship?
Floating,
Floating.
and waiting for the opportunity because I knew they will come, and they were coming. But I wanted adventure. I wanted to like have some ownership, and that's what I feel like I got.
Okay. So you feel more owning the direction that you want to go. You still want to find or narrow the focus of what you want, but at least you are guiding the ship now.
Yes, I know that I am captain in my ship, and actually, thanks to also asking me a lot of questions, what I really want, I was able to express stuff which I was actually afraid to say to myself, like that I would like to actually work with leaders because I felt kind of small. Um, so that was also very meaningful for me because once I said that and said it to someone, then the biggest fear like disappeared. Like I
Okay.
am more free and I can start to really focus on doing what I want.
So you mentioned you felt a bit small, and how you feel? How do you feel now?
I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready, basically.
You are ready. So,
Yeah.
and what do you need to do to start putting that in action?
Okay. So I think one thing which I clarified slightly more in between our last session, is that I know that my customers supposed to be leaders because I'm very curious about them. I also was thinking what I love to do and what I'm kind of good at, and I didn't want to fully forget about my experience. So now I know that I would like to focus on helping successful leaders to guide their kids toward better mental health.
Okay. So you have the clarity that you were seeking in these 3 months
Yeah.
is now definitive, or it still needs a bit fine tuning?
Well, I consider still a bit three like options, but this one I'm 100% sure. That's what I said one moment ago. Um, the area of what is very interesting for me and also became clear is toxic positivity. So I want to research more that topic.
Okay.
And the other a very interesting area of focus, but it is also in the toxicity actually area, is to help narcissistic leaders to like get better at work.
What type of leaders? I have not narcissistic. You mentioned.
Yes, narcissist. Yes, because they are also needed at work. They are very, very good, but many times they are approach toward people is not the best one, and they get stuck.
They get stuck themselves, and also the impact they cause on people can be really negative.
Yes, exactly. And they can't actually many times get promotion. And most probably this is the very powerful reason for them to start taking part in some coaching, because they missed promotion, or someone told them that if they don't change something, they will get fired. And many times people need that strong push to actually change something in their life. And this area of like leadership is very interesting for me, because everyone um, needs to have their space in the world. So it's not a very big and good solution many times to just fire people, because they are still bringing value, and some of their traits and behaviors are very, very good for companies, but some of them not. And if we focus on that, then everything can get better. And what is personally also important for me, that I noticed that a lot of narcissistic leaders, they also have problems at home. It's kind of hard to have a husband like that, partner, or I don't know, wife, and being having family with those type of people. And because problems at home are easy to hide, so this is not that impactful and powerful reason to start changing something. But work for them is crucial. Being successful, things being successful is extremely important for them. So if they get that powerful like hit that you can't be promoted, or I'm going to fire you. So if you work with them, this will definitely will be beneficial also for home environment.
Thank you, Marzena. That's a very noble, approach and dedication, and that's an area that I dedicate some attention. I'm not researching or doing anything like you want to do, but I thank you for wanting to dedicate time to support the development and helping those people, because they are also probably suffering, and they don't understand sometimes neither the impact they cause on people and why they are stuck in that situation. And I remember a session I attended in the 2012 Neuro Leadership Summit in New York that was entitled "How Leadership Messes with the Mind." Oh. And David Rock, who was the presenter, was explaining that as leaders or executives or managers start to go up in the hierarchy scale, they start to be much more pressured about results, productivity, and achievements, and they start naturally to disconnect more with people. And if they already have these traits that can lead to eventually a narcissistic condition, this becomes really powerful and negatively impactful for their team, and even sometimes the division, department, and even the organization. Sometimes the culture starts to be toxic, as you mentioned. And I have a book that I can refer to you by Paul Brown, also a coach, and I'm not sure if he's a neuroscientist or he studies neuroscience as well. It's entitled The Fear-Free Organization. So eventually, in your research, these two resources that I mentioned, it may be worth exploring besides what you will be exploring. But
so, yes, I would definitely like to have, if you can write me down that it will be very helpful.
Yes, I'll send
Yeah.
you later the photography of the book cover so you can have a look.
Yeah.
And the title of the session so you can research. Probably you can find online the video. I'm not sure if it's online, but or a summary of that or something. So Marzena, just summarizing how was these 3 months and 6 sessions using the Midas Touch model for you in a short phrase, how would you say that?
I will never forget that, and I'm so grateful for going for a journey to discover my resourcefulness with uh, a very friendly and warm and knowledgeable person. I was missing this part to be guided a bit, and uh, this is extremely big and powerful gift for me to do it with someone, to do it with a coach like you.
Thank you, and I'm really pleased to give you this gift on your birthday, at least culminating in your birthday with this quick summary that kindly you are registering and allowing us to record this so that other people may want to speak with me. And even are you available for people to briefly speak with you to share your experience if they want?
Yes, yes. If they would like to ask me some questions because they are needing something, no problem. I'm open for that. I'm happy to do that. I also what I gain is that when we do it with professionals, uh, the process is much more enjoyable and faster, and we can achieve and find a lot of results in easy way. And we know that change is not that simple. So I would definitely recommend working with you.
Thank you, Marzena. And I had an insight this week that is probably aligned with what we are talking about, which is there are no miracles or quick results for sustainable change. So in 3 months, you started changing a bit. It's not, let's say, 100% from night to day, but at least you have some increased clarity and you will start actioning, acting in the direction you want. It's now clear where you want to go. You have defined these 2 or 3 areas. And if it makes sense for us to continue having some sessions for you to explore and consolidate your progress, I'm happy to do that.
Mhm. What I'm also thinking is that, yeah, this is my journey is not ending here and today. Obviously, this will be next step because I know what I want, where is like my heart, my expertise, and I don't know, my dreams. So this is just the beginning, and there will be a lot of steps to take. But with this clarity, actually, I can achieve a lot. I know where I want to go. I don't know yet the map, how I will reach there. But definitely, it is something what is inspiring me and making me more committed to actually start taking actions. Because that was the problem many times that I kind of resist to take actions because many times what I was talking about was not yet what I felt like I want to do that. I want to actually commit to that because it feels like, yes, something like that I would like to do, but not yet really 100% sure. And now I have that commitment, like I know why I want to do that, what I would like to achieve, like or not even achieve, maybe that's too big thing, but what I want to work on independently whether I will be really successful or not. This is the area which is worth focusing on for me, no matter what.
Okay, Marzena, really, thank you very much for your kind testimonial, and so I invite you to start having more sessions to building your map now. That's the next step, right?
Yes. Yeah. And I want
Okay.
to be flexible with my map. I know that there will be a lot of stuff, maybe misleading one and stuff like that. So the flexibility, how I will be going towards my direction, is something crucial for me.
Yes, the route is not, it's never a straight line. There are
Yes.
curves, there are detours. Sometimes we have even to go back and
Yeah.
evaluate the detours. There are crossroads, and we have to choose to go to the right, to the left. And sometimes we choose one, and then we hit a wall, or the road is closed. Then we have to move
Yeah.
back a bit, and
Yeah.
sometimes even build another road, because there is no road. We have to build sometimes.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Because I don't want to like fool myself that now everything will be so simple. Now is the challenge part and adventure, and that's what I also was missing in my life, and I really wanted that challenge, adventure. So this is that what this is my challenge.
Okay, Marzena, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your
Welcome.
birthday, and let's book
Thank
another
you.
session then for you to start drawing your map.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marzena. Have a great rest of your birthday and weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.